someday, in the not-so-distant future, it happens. The moment you realize you're ready for anything. Get a degree in emergency management from Jacksonville State University and be ready for where you're going.
This is the Monday morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for May 12th. I'm James Spann. Just like summertime today and tomorrow. Warm, humid, a few isolated afternoon showers, but the better chance of rain this week will come later on Wednesday. Let's go in there and take a look at things this morning. Got a big trough over the western part of the United States that produced some severe weather across the plains, as you might expect yesterday, and possibly some more today in that zone. Man, it's cold back there underneath that trough. Look at the 20s and 30s. Got snow falling here in the middle of May. But in advance of the trough, it's pretty balmy. We'll expect a high in the mid to upper 80s today and tomorrow. But hey, we get that cooler air later this week, Wednesday and Thursday. How about some winter storm warnings here on May 12th? We've got them for parts of Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming. Freeze warnings down into New Mexico. Over the nation's midsection, the counties in green, those are flash flood watches in scattered pockets from Texas to the western Great Lakes. And in that same zone, we have a chance of severe storms today, a fairly narrow zone from the Rio Grande up through Dallas, Fort Worth, Fort Smith, Arkansas, Chicago, Milwaukee, Detroit, all of those cities with a risk of severe weather. Tomorrow, no formal risk, just a couple of 5% circles. And on day 3, the guys have drawn a slight risk. That's the standard risk that includes parts of northwest Alabama. We'll take a look at that in detail here in just a moment. I'll tell you up front, I don't think anybody's overly impressed with severe weather possibilities Wednesday. But it is mid-May, so we have to watch all of these. And here's the rain for the next 5 days. This is valid through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock, suggesting rain amounts of about 1 inch over a pretty good chunk of North Alabama. The really bigger numbers west and north of here. Take a look at the GFS, the Global Forecast System, valid at 1 o'clock Central Time this afternoon. This is at 500 millibars. There's your big trough. Down below that, surface low is between Madison, Wisconsin, and St. Paul, Minnesota. And a trailing cold front could bring some active convection. But for us, just, air mass showers, and this is the high-res NAM at 6 o'clock this evening. Really, it's showing nothing, so most of you should get away with no rain today. But like yesterday, a couple of spots might see a shower or two, but nothing widespread. And really the same thing tomorrow. The surface low moves up into Canada. Got the trailing front down through Little Rock and San Antonio. It's going to be a warm day with mid to upper 80s. And there's a look at the high-res NAM. This is valid tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. And again, potential for a few isolated showers or storms, but widespread rain not expected, much like today. Wednesday, the trough is progressive, getting closer. Pretty decent dynamic support. And down below that, you can see that we should be in a fairly active weather day Wednesday with a good chance of rain and storms. Look at the severe weather parameters. This is the surface-based CAPE at 4 o'clock Wednesday afternoon. And the surface-based CAPEs are about 1,000 to 1,200 joules per kilogram. For May, that's not overwhelming, but certainly sufficient for strong storms. This is the helicity, the 0 to 1 kilometer helicity, and there's just basically not any here. The higher values well to the north of the state, and this is the wind field at 850 millibars, the low-level jet, and the numbers are only 20 or 30 knots, and that's not impressive at all. So as you can see, we're just not overwhelmed with the severe weather parameters, but it's Monday, and this is Wednesday, so we'll watch the trends as we get closer. But no doubt it's going to be a wet day with rain and storms likely. Thursday should be a transition day where, the rain begins to get out of here. It would seem as though the best chance of rain would be Thursday morning, some lingering rain, and then we perhaps should see some clearing Thursday afternoon as drier air begins to arrive, and we're going to struggle to get out of the 60s on Thursday. It's going to be a very cool day for May. The GFS is printing a high of 72, and if the sun breaks out, we could see that, but if the clouds linger much of the day, we'll probably hold in the 60s. And then Friday will be beautiful. Low humidity, cool during the morning, will probably reach the 40s. The daytime high in the middle 70s. Low dew points, just gorgeous. Saturday, as we kick off the weekend, evidence of a surface front north of here with maybe a few showers over Tennessee. And could that kick off a shower Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening as it passes through here? Possible, but doubtful because of very low dew points. The air very dry. I guess we'll mention a slight chance of a shower. And then this is Sunday, a reinforcing surge of that cool, dry air. Highs in the 70s, lows in the 50s, just gorgeous. Not many more of those left as June is getting close. Monday of next week, same deal. Very comfortable, delightful weather. We'll check the end of the forecast, May 27th. Consistency's not been good out here. We've seen all kind of looks. This has a ridge over the west, trough over the east. And if that's right, that would be a dry and comfortable day. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can, catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.